Hi, Emily. How do I help my 16-week-old with development? Okay, first of all, we have to go back to the evaluation. A lot of people think that the evaluation comes from the birthing process. That can give some clues, and I'm glad you mentioned it with the seizures, but right now, this is also where we're at. So first of all, I'm going to disagree a little bit with the diagnosis of torticollis, and this is where you're getting frustrated. I actually want you to see your ear, nose, and throat ASAP because I'm a little bit concerned that she's got complications from laryngomalacia. It's when the valve can be overgrown. One of my biggest warnings with babies is that what you're seeing. My stand just decided to have a personality. What you're seeing here is that she's separating from the pubic bone, and so you're seeing that shouldn't happen. You're mentioning colicky, fussy, reflux. I don't like how she's off to the side. Laryngomalacia, when it's really severe, can cause more of a back arching because what she's doing is she's adjusting her throat for breath. I'm not saying you need a pulse ox breath. I'm saying that the valve has complications. You can look at, I'll ping you up, but I have a lot of posts on laryngomalacia. So an ear, nose, and throat would check out to make sure, and it's just a scope in office, but I actually would call the office manager and say, I need to come in or get your pediatrician to do a stat order, because that's why you're frustrated. You're trying to correct her and she's going right back because she's protecting her life. And you're thinking it's a stretch or a neck thing torticollis. It's I don't believe that it is. So I think, or enlarged adenoid, something that she's sitting there and adjusting her mouth and having complications thereof, and it's more medical based than you're being led to believe. A lot of people professionals don't know about laryngomalacia until they see it, but I've seen enough of it, and so I would like to at least get it ruled out that that's not the issue, because it will affect development. Also, while it affect development, that the human face should never leave the area of the pubic bone. So when a baby goes to look this way, that's how they go into rolling over. But she's learning to look this way against it, and so that's where the development's not kicking in. Tummy time's all right, but I'm telling you right now, you're placing her in tummy time, and she can't get out of it. At 2.5 months to 3 months, she should be working on her rolling over skills. But you're getting this where she's playing. She's not really up off the pubic bone because the neck muscles are getting reorganized, and so she starts to get frustrated, and she does this. And again, it's viewed as more of a colicky, fussy, but she can't survive when she's like this. You should see at this stage where she's, crossing midline and playing and so forth, and you're only seeing just these very rote movements that she's doing in tummy time. So with that, I would start with the tummy time course. But again, even to say this, you're gonna want to change her neck position to get it more centered. And she's going to say, I don't want to do that because it's structural. I want to rule out that it's not structural. And that's why you're really caught in the middle of that. And again, laryngomalacia is not common, but I just think, again, there's something going on. And I'll eat my hat if that's not the case. But even if it is reflux, it could be hiatal hernia or something like that she has so much reflux that she's allowing the acid. You can get a GI appointment too, but these are two issues that you don't necessarily cover with your pediatrician. It needs to go up. And again, if you're being told that it's more than a 2-week note, for any reason, if you're concerned, you just go to the ER. But if not, I want her seen within a week just to rule that out. And like I said, I'd call the office manager. They say, oh, the doctor's 3 months out or whatever. Call the office manager and just say, hey, I've got a baby. Don't say some lady on YouTube said she had laryngomalacia. Just say one of her therapists. And then have that done. If you can't get an appointment, again, that's where you possibly call your pediatrician and see if we can get a stat order. But that would be your first line of defense. But then, yes, we need to go into the tummy time course and into the rolling over course. You're going to see by the newborn movement assessment how, again, you already know that the alignment is off. But again, you thinking you can stretch her into position, that you'll be doing that for the next 3 months and you're not going to get anywhere. And I would like the breathing course because, again, her chest movements are not aligning with the movement, and then going into the tummy time, it's not rotation, and I'll put that. The newborn movement assessment and the breathing course are free. And again, don't look at the breathing corsets for breathing. I'm looking again for chest movement and stuff to get it more functional, and then going into that, starting with that. But you do need to get on it, because the development will continue to be off or deviate. And so right now you're not seeing it as clearly because you can get some tummy time out of her, but you're not seeing those transitional skills or the weight transfer happening. And those are the two key areas that you need help in. Thanks.